for YouTube, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Can't say brown sugar talk under black unicorns. Coming to you about things money can't buy. Things that money can't buy. So the first thing you see is something that you have to work up to, especially after being a kid. Sometimes to stay out of trouble, really, it's just kids. Like they have to stay out of trouble sometimes. So in order to not get in trouble, or in order like sometimes that happens because they have the least amount of power. But honesty is the best policy. Honesty is actually the best policy. When you able to be honest, okay? Like nobody is forcing you to be honest all the time, especially if it's to save your own neck. You don't always have to be honest. You got to think about your safety. It's a human type of act to sometimes, wait a minute, I can't tell you the truth because of the type of person you are. I cannot tell you the truth because I have to protect myself. I cannot tell you the truth because it's just not your business. I cannot tell you this because, and you don't have to explain that to me and to yourself. Because somebody will tell you, well, oh my God, that was a lie. That, every little white lie. And it's like, nope, don't even make that a bad thing in your life. You have to protect yourself, especially as women and children. We actually have to sometimes protect ourselves because people feel like our lives are their lives, or that they have the power to do that to us. So sometimes we have to just, yeah, that was okay, and move on. So that's still being honest, and that honesty is the best policy to yourself. It's for yourself. Like I wish we would change that because it's not that you have to put them before you. You have to honor yourself first. And I think that gets misconstrued because some people use that to gain power over you. So the honesty is the best policy. It's the honesty to yourself. You don't owe anybody else the truth, and that's the truth. You don't owe it to me because, like I said, if you are a woman or a child, especially here in this day and age, you can't say in any other place in the world. Like I'm talking about everywhere. That's how you protect yourself is with honesty. Kindness can go a long way, and it makes you feel good too. And you look young. You'll look young for the rest of your freaking life, baby. You better be kind. I'm telling you, when you can do it, do it because it will actually make you feel good, and it's something that can come back to you. Don't let the world tell you that. And if you're in a space where somebody has to tell you that you cannot be good to other people because it won't come back to you, you need to leave. And you need to also leave that person alone. Push them away. And this is something that money cannot buy. You understand? Love. LOVE. It's a feeling that you won't ever understand. It's not hateful. It's not evil. It's not mean. It doesn't make you feel bad. Love is a gracious thing. So love is something money cannot buy. And be honest to yourself and then go out and whatever, I'm saying be honest to yourself, period. So the integrity of that, being honest with yourself and doing honest things, or honest acts and kind things for other people. That's something that money cannot buy. Because not everybody will make a decision that will be for the greater good. Some people just make it to just be selfish. So you just when you have integrity, you make a decision for the greater good. I'm not looking words up today, but the next thing is intelligence. The best thing a college ever taught me, or the best thing I show my students as a teacher is just because somebody of authority says it does not mean it's true. All you gotta do is Google it, look it up. If you don't believe it, you don't have to do it right away. You just take a note of it, like, that does not sound right. Look it up. You don't have to trust what people say to you. You understand? So it's like that's the best thing you could do is go back and look it up for yourself. Read a book. Pick it up. Listen to a book. I don't care if you can't read. Listen to a book. And you will find out that it is okay for you to educate yourself. That is the best thing you can do. And that is something that money cannot buy. That's why libraries are free. Go and get a book at a library. And read the children's books too. The children's books teach you a lot. Next thing is empathy. Now let me tell you the difference between empathy and sympathy. So sympathy is if I see you with no shoes on, I'm just like, oh my God, poor you. Oh my God, you don't have the shoes that you need in your life. And it's like, that's sympathy because you're not giving, think about sympathy simp. You looking at them like they just like not good enough. Like, instead of you just looking at them like, oh God, you've been working forever. Go get you some new shoes. You see what I'm saying? Let me help you get some new shoes. That's all it is. That's empathy. But the pay it forward I got today was empathy. You see? So it's like, that's all it is. It's not where you have to feel down and, oh my God, they just didn't have a house for 10 years. And, it's like the best place to get empathy is watching like Ellen give away stuff or Oprah give away stuff. It's not like they just, oh my God, we're going to be in your life forever. They give and they walk away. That's empathy. So it's just like I can understand what you're going through. I don't have to be in your shoes. I can just understand it. I don't have to treat you bad for it. That's it. Let's get you some new shoes. Attention. Talk. Listen. I stop everything. I freeze and I listen. So what you have to say and reply back with the correct response. I don't have to ignore who you are, what you do. And that's something that money cannot buy. I think this is good for parents too. Trust. I trust first. And some people think I'm so stupid for it, but I trust first. It's just something I've been taught. Just something to trust. 100% trust. Not with my life, but it's just like, why would I not look at you and think that what you're telling me is not the truth? So I trust you. And if I find any holes in your story, it could just be a miracle. I'm so serious. I trust that much to be like, that had to be a miracle. But then when stuff gets iffy, it falls apart. So trust is good, but not with your life. Just trust who they are when you see them. Trust who they say they are. Common sense. I need to trust who they say they are. Common sense. I need to show, and I was going through a man's phone, and then driving to another woman's house, and you're not married. Common sense tells you don't do something like that. Common sense says go to the library, go to the bookstore. At this point, you need a little more intelligence. So it's like that's something that money cannot buy. Common sense. And if you don't know the answer, make sure you call a parent or talk to somebody about it, a spouse, a friend. Make sure you ask a lot of questions at the places you are because you want to be sure that you are using your common sense to make a decision. Oh my God, the worst story, but I have to tell you my story that sometimes I don't always have common sense either. So I always tell the story when I first had my first truck. I was on my own in Texas and I got into an accident and I did not know how to use my insurance to pay to get my truck fixed. And I had full coverage. Common sense would tell me to call the number. But because I come from an abusive home, I was scared to actually call because I didn't want them to tell me I was in trouble. And I wasn't in trouble. It wasn't even my fault. The accident was not my fault at all. And I could actually have my truck paid off. Like the money would have been enough because I knew somebody that could just kind of fix my truck. So it's like common sense would tell me to call the number. But I lacked the common sense because I was so afraid. I had a Phaedra Parks moment. So it's like, common sense. Everybody doesn't have it all the time because sometimes some things we just don't know. If you've ever been around a parent with an electronic and you just like, this person doesn't know anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, um, they've never been taught. It won't be common sense sometimes. So you just help them get to that point, get with the experience, and make it a peaceful experience. Don't make it something that's hectic or out of control. Next thing, things money can't buy is respect. Respect your own journey. Nothing about your journey is wrong. Respect your own journey, unless you're just an evil person. Then yeah, maybe you gotta look at it a different way, but respect your own journey. If you respect your own journey, then you'll be able to respect others. I was talking about the thing with Boosie and Boosie asking Dwayne Wade about his kid's sexuality. And it was he wasn't disrespectful. ask the question. That's it. He didn't call a kid names, he didn't call Dwayne Wade names, anything. It was just a respect. And so sometimes we miss that. But it's like because he has to respect his own journey, then therefore he's there. Then he's respecting his because he's a father too. So he just can fathom that. You see, so it's just like a respect. Respect your own journey so you can respect somebody else's journey. And that means you have to love your journey. It does not mean you have to disrespect any part of it because somebody told you that wasn't good enough. You had a baby as a teen mother, love that part of the journey. Enjoy it. What did your body do? What did your kid do? What kind of noises did they make? Can you write a book? Like, what can you do in this situation? Don't look at all situations as bad. Because sometimes it's not. What kind of business can we make together? These are all things you can look at as a young mother. And be like, man, we're gonna take over the world. Me and you, kid, we're taking over the world. Next piece. This is when you are not dibbling and dabbling in other people's business. It's like mind your own business. I like that meme where it's like, I drink some water and mind my business. I drink some water and mind my business. And it's like, oh my God, it is so freaking cute. It is simply cute. And that's the truth. That's how you get peace. Morals. You can't buy morals. That's part of your journey. Respect your own journey. And that's what I mean by that. You don't have to do every dirty thing. And you don't have to not do every dirty thing. A very long way. Respect that. And it's something that we become attracted to. It's attractive to be with the person that has manners and has table etiquette and all these different things. They go a long way, and that's something money cannot buy. That's something that'll get you far too. Acceptance. That's the same. You see what I'm saying? Your heart is telling you to give, but how is your mind telling you to give it? So you got to think about how you give. And then the soul shot cooking. Cooking sometimes. Can we come down there and hang out with the people? Then she would just drop it off. How do we donate this to the shelter? You see, so it's like all these things money cannot buy, but every one of them will make you a better person. And it'll give you lifelong relationships. Lifelong relationships. So that's it. It's Shantae, Brown Sugar Talk. I'm the Black Unicorns telling you just in Chick-fil-A, it just feels good to be here. I'm sorry, this is such a great place to be. Have a great day.